That is it, David, from
For
CER.
Central Europe.
Central
We're
European
finished.
Rally. It was an experiment, but here is the redeeming factor of the CER. Every year we come here, we get plenty to talk about. And once again, right down to the final day, and we'll come to that shortly with Thierry Neuville, there has been lots to talk about here at CER. But let's kick this review off by talking about our winner. We can't really talk about anyone else. Kalle Rovanperä, involved yesterday, or first day and yesterday morning, in a ding-dong battle with Sébastien Ogier. Ogier dropped out. Rovanperä was peerless.
I was going to say it was absolutely peerless. It wasn't, because he didn't deliver today. Not quite. Not quite.
That's down to circumstances. That's down to the fact. Oh, 100%. 100%, because he was focused on the championship. He could not risk everything.
No, he couldn't.
It wasn't like last year that it was part-time, that he could actually throw it all. It didn't really matter. He needed to consolidate those points for the championship.
We discussed that last night. He was the one. He could gamble with 25, but he would lose very, very big, wouldn't he, if he was gone chasing that 10. He did well.
Good weekend. Obviously, I think we did pretty well. That plan was to win here and get some good points. We did that, so it really helps our situation. Obviously, now Elfyn is still far ahead, but still the chances are better.
13 points behind our championship leader, now Kalle Rovanperä is, but that leader is Elfyn Evans. Evans has had, once again, a funny old rally, David, but he's not been prepared to take any risks at all. His pace is a good pace. It's a strong pace. He makes no mistakes. He's found a consistency that just about every other driver would love to have, David. And he leads with 2 rounds to go. First on the road in Japan, 13 points. He's in the box seat.
How is it always a funny old rally, yet he's always there?
It wasn't.
He has a strategy where he builds the consistency, he builds the pace, and then Sunday, bang! He's there.
No, I don't think he did. I don't think that
you might be right.
Actually. I don't think that's what happened.
I think it is, Colin. I think there was definitely, you could feel he, as we know, he's a confidence driver, as they all are. But it built and it built. And yesterday, in the afternoon, he said he pushed really hard. I think they found something with the car overnight to give him that last little bit, because the conditions today were cleaner. They were just, less bumpy again. And I think
the battle was with Tanak.
Today.
He was over 8 seconds behind Tanak at one point. Tanak made a mistake, would you believe, at exactly the same spot that Neuville made his mistake at this morning. I think the Hyundais went backwards this morning, and I think that, we saw from Elfyn exactly what we expected to see from him, which was good, consistent pace.
What was the difference today? What happened?
I drove properly.
What does that mean?
A few things changed. Obviously, we changed a bit on the car last night. Not massive changes, but I think I started with a better feeling. But also, I actually pushed a bit less, and I think I'd fallen into a rut of probably overdriving a little bit, especially yesterday afternoon. So I think it was important to try and find a good rhythm and be smooth again. Obviously I was pretty unhappy yesterday with how things had turned out, and I wasn't heading into the day particularly confident, but at least, we managed to find a way again.
On Friday we had some bad stages. We were not so well prepared immediately to start the rally. After Friday we could improve a bit, so yesterday a bit in a better window, but still today, the grip was getting really high, and then the stage is very racy, so we just didn't have any answer.
It's an impossible task for
I think you're right.
Tanak.
I think you're right. All he can do now is, as we've said, is agitate. Just get in their way and do what he can.
Who wants to agitate? Whoever agitates. I'm an agitator. What about our 4th championship contender? We talked about the fact that Evans leads, that Rovanperä is 13 points behind Sébastien Ogier. He's had, he's made the best out of a difficult weekend. He's taken the maximum 10 points today. That also puts him 13 points behind Elfyn Evans. Rovanperä and Ogier tied.
I think, you're going to lead us now into potentially Thierry Neuville. How does he go to Japan? On the
Thierry
back of
Neuville, unburdened, David, but maybe even...
Unburdened?
Unburdened in that, his season is finished. His season is finished. He can't do anything more. He can't help the team.
Where's his confidence level? Well, let's just explain a little bit about what happened.
Remarkable, quite remarkable. 4Ks into the opening stage, carrying too much speed into it was a blind but reasonably progressive left-hander. Too much speed, went wide, and unfortunately, as he went wide, there was a bridge, there was the railing of the bridge. Protecting that was a bale of hay. He smacked the bale of hay. The car stopped immediately, jumped about a metre in the air. It was a nasty, nasty accident. Thankfully, Thierry and Martin are both okay. But it typified his season. He didn't have a lot to drive for today, and he's made a mistake after mistake after mistake. It's been an enormously disappointing defence of his
Huge,
title.
and that's my point, Cole, where to go from here to Japan, you know, the confidence is low. It's very, very difficult. You know, he absolutely needs you. We did a really nice piece on DirtFish.com. There's this awful club of world champions defend their title without winning a round. You know, Thierry will not want to join that club.
He's going to.
I was on the break. I just went for a gap, which I saw after the entry of the turn. I saw a gap, which was obviously the wrong one, between the concrete and the bridge. I instantly went there, and the time I realized I turned, we understeer in the bridge. There was nothing after I could have saved. It was my mistake. Like a fraction of a second, I saw a gap. I say, let's go, it's faster. But it was the wrong way.
How are you? You're obviously looking a little stiff, but how are you?
Yeah, the muscles are start to be sore, so tomorrow will be not such a nice day for us, and the day after even worse, I think. But yeah, the good point is that we have no injuries. We feel more or less okay, and yeah, that's the most important after such a big off.
At what point did you realise things are going wrong here?
Actually, when I was out of the car already, because I didn't see it coming. For me, it was a big surprise, and I was not watching the road at that moment. It's like a long left at tightens, immediately right corner, a left corner after that. So I was fully concentrated on delivering the pace notes in the good timing, and so for me, it was a big surprise when the hit was coming.
Well, how good is it to see that both Martin and Thierry are both absolutely fine? There was a moment of worry, wasn't there, David, when we saw the helicopter coming in from Martin? We thought,
well, we walked around that corner and saw the ambulance, and then another ambulance, and then the heli coming in. Yeah,
and you know, Martin, as he said there, you know, testament to the tremendous work that not just the organisers do, but the drivers and co-drivers have done over the years to insist on the increased safety out of the car as well as in the car. Tremendous performance from the Toyota drivers. What did that mean? It meant that Toyota have secured their 5th manufacturer's title in a row.
5th in a row, 6th in 8 years, and 9th manufacturer championship for Toyota. And that, I mean, that is, it's the kind of 6 from 8.
Yeah.
Remember those 2 Adamo years with Hyundai?
Yeah.
6 from 8 is very, very impressive. And just the way that they've done it. You look at the comparison. Last year, it was like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen?
Power stage.
Final power stage. Hey!
Final corners.
But here, we've got 2 rounds to go, and they've absolutely trounced.
They've mullered it. They've absolutely nailed it. Other performances of note, David. Let's talk Taka-san. Taka-san, very briefly. Good preparation for me for Japan.
Absolutely. If there's one rally in the year that he wants to go to, full of confidence, full of beans, it's Japan. He's absolutely deserves to. Yeah. Once again, just sort of played himself in those 2 tricky stages in Czech Republic on Friday, got through those, and then just built the confidence.
Sami Pajari, the 5th of our Toyota, is a very decent job from Sami Pajari once again. He's becoming a very, very steady, consistent performer. We will want to see a little step up in pace at some point, but you know, that's not his job this year. He very much knows what he's got to do. A quick word, David, as well for the M Sport cars. Dear, you know, another mistake again today for Gregoire Munster.
It's a shame because he made the mistake over the jump on Friday, but then the speed was coming. You know, the speed was getting better and better, and I think that's difficult, like you say, for him today. But for Josh, we've seen more kind of confidence coming in the car. We do need to see more speed. Is it a big ask on essentially his 3rd tarmac rally if you include Monty? Maybe it is.
WRC 2, should we just skip that just for the time being? I'm going to come back to Jan Czerny because he won and he took his first win there. But perhaps more importantly, and absolutely remarkably, we talk about last year's manufacturer's title going down to the final stage.
Goodness.
This year's Junior World Rally Championship went down to the final split almost. Many congratulations to Mille Johansson. You absolutely pulled everything out. Pulled all the stops out in that final stage. He was 7 down going into the stage.
It's reminiscent, isn't it, Cole, of when Craig Breen won in, was it 2011?
Won every stage.
Academy.
Yeah.
That was mad. You know, and you stood at the end of it, and I know you were exactly there. You couldn't believe what was happening. We'd all got the splits on our phones and on our laptops, and it was, we were almost making way too much noise in McDonald's. Everybody was wondering what was going on. It was incredible. Yeah. That was a story that needed absolute focus. Real shame to see the promoter. I know there's lots of obligations and everything. Just at that point, I'm sure there should have been a way that we could say, hang on a second, we have got the most fantastic battle going on here for the future of the sport, the future of the championship.
And what do you feel like if you're a young driver trying to find a budget? You don't. What more do these youngsters have to do to show value, to get featured?
Yeah.
You know, Millie Johansson, you know, a kid that's come through with very little money. Taylor Gill with absolutely no money.
And all of their backers around the world are trying to watch and trying to say, and it's just
it's not good. Sorry, it really wasn't good enough.
I was probably a bit surprised when I saw his time because I felt like I did quite a clean stage, no real mistakes or anything. Of course, it took also quite a bit of time out of us on the first pass, but we'd made a small mistake and lost 5 or 6 seconds in one corner. So, you know, in my mind, it was, of course, not safe, but it, you know, if we had a clean stage, no mistakes, then it should be okay. So, yeah, then when I heard the time, then it was a bit of a shock.
What do you think you can do? Can you make a mark in Rally 2 next year?
In the European Championship, I felt like we have shown some good times. But if you compare it to WRC, I don't really know how the pace is and all this. But if I find the right feeling and everything with the car, I think we might take some stage win.
Lots happened here this weekend. We covered lots on DirtFish, lots on our YouTube channel, our Instagram, all of our socials. But the real behind the scenes, from our chase to catch Ogier yesterday at the side of the road, to get this morning all the news from that devastating crash scene, and that's what it looked like when we first arrived at the MIC. The behind the scenes medical intervention. Both of those events. Where'd you go?
Up here. Up here. And that's where the premium analysis is. You'll always find your news and everything on .com, on dirtfish.com. This weekend, LSPR, final round of the ARA. All of the news from that brilliant event is all on the website, on YouTube. Go and find it all. But if you want to get behind the scenes, get under the skin, if you want to hear what he's got to say, if you want to argue with him, who wouldn't want to do that?
I can argue with myself, but if you want to argue with me, I'm very happy to do that.
Come and join us at Club DirtFish. It's great. We are absolutely loving it. We'll see you there.